Don't mind me watching my own stream. How's everyone doing? Dude, it is already, can you believe this? 3 a.m. Holy crap, dude. 3 a.m., dude. I got off work at 1:30, and then, I had to, freaking clean my trailer and all, but whatever, dude. Anyways, this is my freaking car, dude. I just bought this thing about 2 weeks ago. It's sick, dude. 2000 Toyota Crown Royal Saloon. Man, dude, the similarities, the realism of this game is actually top tier. Not gonna lie, usually, I'm not 100%, like, it's a freaking game. You can't expect everything to be spot on, but it's pretty freaking close, I will say that. These lights down here, these fog lamps, are about a little bit more yellow in real life. I need to move this mic, my bad. Pardon me, always moving you guys around. Of course, it doesn't have that much camber in real life. Oh, or rims. I'm probably going to make it look pretty similar to this, though. Minus the amount of being that low. Because, I want to be low, but I don't want to be slammed to the point where I can't frickin', do crap and drive over curbs or park in the garage. Gotta be garage kept, dude. Literally, this is about what it looks like, though, dude. The two-tone paint, we got the tannish on the bottom, mixed in there with some white. This plate, it's still coming. It hasn't arrived yet. I'm waiting on it, but that's the exact text that I got, so now you know my license plate. Boo-hoo, right? The exhaust is a little bit massive. They didn't have a normal one. It's, you can't even tell it's there. It's your average sedan. As for the seats and all this crap, like, this is pretty similar to real life there. The only thing that's incorrect is the seat coloring. Of course, we got our CarX, favorite dark gray interior that they love to use on so many vehicles. But I mean, even when it comes down to buttons, like, my interior is about like this, however, it's tan. That's really the only difference. Like, we even got the same head unit here. That's what we got: passenger temp, driver temp, these numbers up here, that is in Celsius, 27 degrees Celsius. What is happening with my frickin'... There we go. Swinger vents, I got those. Like, this is very similar to the interior. Where is my... There's my mouse. Okay. Hiding the UI hides the mouse. So this one here is to get to, like, your AC control and whatnot, right? These other buttons get you through other parts of the menu, like, audio and stuff like that. This little bit here, inside there, you push in on that, it comes out, folds down. That's where you put your map disc. I have a owner's manual coming. It's on the way. Actually, should be here by next month if it takes that long. That'll hopefully tell me what disc I need. Even this, when it comes down to this, dude, the dash is highly off. About where it says 150 is that's about where it says 100 in real life. Probably about that one, 160. I guess. Here, where it says 120, that's about 80. Okay, so the dash numbers are definitely off. That looks pretty similar, although I'm not even sure if mine shows 10 on the rev. Which, now I need to look into that and make sure. This is accurate as frick, dude. This looks just like my frickin' car, no way. Like, the miles looks just like that, just says odometer, of course. Even this crap, dude, like, you can press these buttons to change this text here. But, dude, like, the floating, how it looks like it sort of floats? That's realistic as frick. The wheel is definitely off, just their stock wheel, but it does have the Crown logo right there. We do got the wood bits there. I have no buttons on mine whatsoever, so perhaps this is a different year. This is pretty similar as well as these buttons, they're backwards. They actually face the opposite way, like this. This button would just be flipped. But the shade, rear power shade, comes up from about there, takes up the whole frickin' window. Everything else back here, I don't know, man. Like, it's not 100%, of course, right? Of course. I have the doilies on mine, so, we got tan seats with white doilies. It looks peak. I'm pretty sure that's what they are, doilies, right? I'm not an idiot. doilies for car. Yep. Does the image get any larger? Those. Oh, nice. It's right over the camera. That is so cool. Frick off, dude. Whatever. You know what a frickin' doily is. It is a doily, so look it up. If you don't know what that is, that's your problem. Down under there, right, dude, we got a frickin' fridge. Power rear seats. They will lean back a little bit. Of course, right-hand drive, automatic. It's got a 2JZ FSE. Frickin' the transmission comes out of a... Ooh. Thought we were playing Beam for a moment there. World Editor vibes. Frick. But yeah, dude, frick, dude, it's very realistic here. On the floor parking brake. Even down to, like, the door. Like, the door right there, that's my trunk button, dude. You can actually physically see the trunk right there. So I'm surprised that they have this many details. I actually am. You know? That's power mirrors right there. Defroster mirror. I also have a power, you know, wheel control, which is not there. The speakers need to be replaced immediately. Do have those tweeters. Do have those. My speakers suck. I'm already planned to do that anyways. Anyways, like, the rest of this... What is with the motion blur? Holy crap. The rest of this, like, dude, the taillights are on point. That's exactly what they look like. The chrome is on point. Chrome everywhere. I will get custom plate covers at some point. Probably just chrome, if I can't get something from the original dealership. But yeah, dude, it's been a great car so far, you know? So I'm hoping it'll last me a bit. So what I'm going to do, I've already built this crap. I'm just going to go through and do all my levels as I normally would, right? Like, look at here in the garage, dude. It looks awful. Like, the two-tone just doesn't even show up. It's just like, ew, dude. Like, that just ruins the whole crap. The only thing that really annoys me about the model in this game is the frickin' exhaust, because they don't have enough. You know what I mean? Like, look at this crap. That's stock. It does not have stock doubles. No. I mean, mine doesn't anyways. You know, I would appreciate if they gave me, like, that. That would be, like, the only cool one to use. Right? That's what mine looks like, minus the massive muffler on it. You know what I mean? So I just run that one, honestly. This thing is pretty built, though. I'm pretty sure I don't really need to build it anymore. I have not played this in a long time. So you better chill out and just let me focus, okay? Chill out, let me focus. Hopefully I'll pull some cool mega backies. That's not a promise. Okay? Not a promise. You like my Yeet merch right there? Yeah, I like this one. Alright? Don't judge me. Really? Dude, that was rude. Oh gosh, I haven't played this game in for frickin' ever. Is my camera off? My camera is off, dude. Hold on. What the frick is happening here? I do not play like that. If you know me, you know I don't frickin' play like that. Okay? I play one way, and that is it. Slight turn to begin. I do love my car Xing, dude. It really is fun. Mega Becky! You know what I'm actually going to try in the future? Not on this car, but I will try it some in the future, is frickin' turning up the wheel adhesion just a wee tad. Just a wee tad, okay? Like, I probably would want to run, like, hundreds, maybe 110, maybe. I was starting to screw around with that with this car a little bit, and I was like, you know what? 100 actually doesn't feel that bad. Oops, that was a little tight. Shouldn't have pushed it that much. Fricker. You know what I mean? Okay, dude, I'm gonna be resetting. Okay? I literally haven't played this in forever. Frick off. But yeah. That's how that goes, you know what I mean? Dude, this car is just, it is so accurate to real life, I will say that. Like, it is actually, like, the comparisons are crazy, bro. I'm like, wow, dude, like, this is, because I know that some frickin' CarX cars just look so base model, you know what I mean? Like, they, what the frick, you're gonna fail that bullcrap? Okay, dude. That's just stupid. That's honestly stupid. Okay, now my multiplier's fricked. Anyways, as I do the exact same thing, you know, 100 adhesion, that's what I'm saying, dude. I might go up and I might start running 100, if we're being honest. 100 is not the end of the world, I feel like. Especially, like, I know some people that run 120s, right? And I might do that occasionally. I don't really think that my kind of style is made for 120 adhesion. Oops, messed up my line. Nice, that's not embarrassing. Oh, they're gonna fail that too. Thanks, dude. Restart. At that point, just frickin' restart, dude. If I was doing, like, I don't know, what's that one? Fruits line? If I was doing Fruits line, I could probably run that 120. That would really help snap up some transitions and crap. But I honestly don't think it's a requirement, you know what I mean? Like, I can also do Fruits line on 90 and be chilling at the same time, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's just a preference at that point. But I think boosting up a little bit would be beneficial for me. Doesn't change the game 100%, but it'll change it a little bit. So, it's whatever, you know? Alright, this time we're not going to fail. We're just gonna... We're finally gonna be done with parking A. I took way too long on this. Sort of embarrassing. Hey, man. No judging, right? No judging tonight? You'll be nice? Ready? This is how it's done. Not really, because as soon as I say that, you know I'm screwing it up. See, they're gonna go and fail that. I don't even care. I don't even care, dude, because that was freaking sick. That was a full freaking backwards. That's exactly what I wanted. That was more than a mega. That was like freaking whatever, you know. Doesn't matter. I got 32K. We're chilling. That's gold. That's all you need. Golden on. Golden move on. Screw it. Oh, that mouse being sitting there. I hate that. Frick, dude, I didn't click you. I just made you appear, okay? Because, you know, it's one of those craps that turn off automatically. Castle Road, great. Always a favorite map of mine, indeed. Don't you fail that. I was gonna say, dude, if they had failed that, I would have been like, really? That was a peculiar choice for CarX to make on me, but they did me good. Ooh, that's a little close to that edge. Fricker. You know, this is actually the first rear-wheel drive car that I've ever owned. Not that I think I'll ever drift it, per se. I mean, it's really frickin' nice, dude. It is like pristine frickin' condition. Most I will do is lower it a little bit. Why would I pull the handbrake there? I never do that. I'm sorry. Oh, and then I were straight into a frickin' fail. Ugh. You know, I'm just... No, I'm not gonna go with that. You know me. I can't do that. But you know what I mean? Oh, that looked awful. I'm really a chill driver in real life. Absolutely chill. You'll never meet anyone more chill, probably. Well, that's a lie. That is definitely a lie. But 9 times out of frickin' 10, dude, I'm driving like a grandma. And honestly, I like to, especially when people get angry at me for driving like that. That brings so much joy into my day. Because people out in Arizona drive like freaking maniacs, but that's everywhere nowadays. That's everywhere. Be real. Can we hit the mega backy right here just for fun? Ooh, failed. See, dude. Come on. Again, dude, I feel like I've gotten to a point where I'm like, that shouldn't have failed. Right? That was mega backy. Right there. Right frickin' there. But no, I went 2 backwards for the game. Anything like that. See, it doesn't matter because I've already failed once. Why even try to get your score back up? But it's just like, come on, dude. Stop being so limiting. That's the one thing that I like about CarX Street. Look at that, dude. Stellar mega backies. Am I spinning out? Absolutely not. Get the frick out of here, dude. CarX Street is great. They won't really fail you unless you hit something. So, I really hope they fix the feedback in that game because I would be playing that so much, and they have this car in that game as well. If I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but... fail. You know, like some stupid bullcrap like that. Really? Get out of here. I would play so much more CarX Street if their feedback was not awful, dude. I swear. No feedback at stop? What? Then it takes like 2 seconds to actually turn on once you start driving? What? And then there's no feedback when you transition? What? Dude, like seriously. It's just awful. It's like, come on, CarX. Are you retarded? Have you never made a drift game before? I beg to differ. It's just like, come on. How do they make such rookie mistakes? Like, I feel like that would be like some first little no-name company drift game with feedback like that. You know, it is so awful, dude. Like, I'm not even joking. It is so awful. It's like, really? This is CarX. This is the same people that developed CarX Drift. They made feedback this awful? I don't understand it, dude. I do not understand that bullcrap. They better fix it. You know, that's why I never frickin' play it. And I would, too, man. The premise is amazing. I love the premise. But... I don't know, man. It's just not the best right now. Not a mega backy? What are they doing, dude? They're screwing me. Give me one here. Come on, just a backwards? Oh, wow, okay. I was gonna say, dude, like... You know I love to do that. Just a backwards? Because, you know, oftentimes they do screw me, dude. Oftentimes they do. I'm not even trying for 100Ks tonight, really. I don't feel like this guy is that good. Not gonna lie. He's not a bad drifter, but he's just one of the ones that most people overlook. That's what I would say. You know, they just complete them and move on. That's just my take on it. It could be your favorite car, right? Good for you. Good for you, right? It just feels like every other freaking car, though, honestly. Be real, dude. CarX cars feel so the same, and honestly, I like that at the same time, but I will complain about it. I absolutely will. Look at that. Weren't even trying. Well, I tried right there, just a backwards, and got 82. Whatever, dude. Ready for this? Just a backward? Come on, dude. They're literally screwing me. They are literally screwing me with that bullcrap. I wonder if this guy can hit fourth. His gearing's a little bit off, but I'll suffer through, I'm sure. Ultimate angle. Oopsie. Huh. Just a backwards. Good job, Simvict. Holy crap, dude. Manji the straight. Oopsie. Frick. That almost, yeah. One more try. There, one more try. Ready for this? We're gonna do it better. Ew! One more try. We're gonna do it great this time. Not better. Great. That's how it's done right there, buddy. Yeah. Let's see. Fine, I'll hit fourth. Dude, it just feels like it's right there, you know? It could be a little lower, I will say that, dude. Oops. That's not a kiss the wall. Just a backwards. Yep, I knew it. I knew it, right? Called that one before they gave it to me. I always mess this part up here up, dude. Let's see if I do it again. I mean, not really. Kiss the wall. You better give it. Pay up. What the frick, dude? I touched it. I literally... Oh, you didn't touch it with the back enough of your car. What? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here, dude. Oh, kiss the wall, right? I'm not even restarting. You know, that's just stupid bull crap. I feel like if I hadn't crashed, that probably would have been a kiss the wall too. I'm like, what? Probably not. Because I said that, it wouldn't have been. But you know how it goes. Ready? We're gonna mess it up. Mega backy into... Ah, frick. I transitioned too well. He actually gripped up. Kiss the wall, perhaps? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Ugh, dude. I freaking keep... What is that performance? You can tell that I haven't played this in a bit, right? You can tell I'm a little rusty. Not that I'm, like, bad. I'm just rusty, dude. Ew. Oh, mother fricker. Just a backwards. Nice. Oops. Oh, great. Like that right there. I would have never done that. It's probably been at least a month and a half since I last played this game. So I will say, this wire is in my way. That's not what I was trying to say, but I will say I'm surprised. I feel like I would have been doing worse. You know, like, give me a break, okay? Give me a break. You know that I get pretty decent at this game when I'm in my prime. But I need to be playing multiple days for that to happen. Extra lengthy handbrake entrance with a mega backy to finish. Heek. Oh, 69K. 69K. Can't go over that now. Gotta end it at 69 because that's just freaking funny, dude. Nice. What are you doing, AI? He's not even trying. He's just flooring it into the wall. Frick, dude. If we're being real, dude, I really hate LA Block. It's just, ugh, it's not for me, dude. It really isn't. Ugh, nasty line. Apologies, we're restarting that. Oh, great. Hits the camera button. Can't change it until the lights turn green. Look at that bullcrap. Really? Huh. Way to waste time, right? And then we get to restart again. Because you chose to be stupid. Sorry, you know. That's more of a CarX issue, not a me issue. I guess it's a me issue because I pressed the button, but like, frick off, huh? I feel like my wheel might be busted already. It felt like he was turning to the left a little bit, and my wheel was straight. Again, a nasty line. They gave me a mega backy for that? Come on, dude. Be real. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna mess it up. I swear I'm gonna mess it up. I'm sorry in advance. Frick. You know, okay, I swear my wheel's messed up. Watch. Windows key? No, it is straight. Man, that's embarrassing. I could have sworn it was off, dude. Like, you know how it sits like that bull crap. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Frick. Went and screwed that bull crap up. Hits the wall. Don't you? I'm actually gonna try this time. This time, I'm actually gonna try. So, bear with me. I'm screwing around too much. Let's just focus up and get it friggin' done, huh? Can we? Because it's not that hard. Ew. Oh, gosh, dude. See, that doesn't happen when I play a whole bunch. Like, that was awful, sitting there readjusting like that. Nasty, dude. Oh, frick, I forgot to put the video up over there. Not that it really matters. It's super overexposed, but you can still tell it's different than Steam sitting there. Ready? Here we go. Mega backy. Mega frickin' backy. And then he still goes and screws it up, dude. I hate this frickin' map. I really do, with a vengeance. But I hate Reverse more. Reverse is just an awful map, dude. That freaking entrance. Ew. Whatever. I need to chill out with the frickin' wheel, dude. What is that? Like, readjusting. What is that? Hello? Like, let's just have one clean run, shall we? Dude, I swear. You ever feel just like you're so good at a game that they're just gonna constantly screw you because you're doing things beyond what they count? That's a perfect mega backy right there. That is not too tight. That is not too tight. But then what they actually count as a mega backy is not even that backwards, dude. And I'm just like, really? Like, okay, I thought we were actually trying to have skill here. Mega backy, watch. Look, come on, dude. That was a backwards at best. You know, dare I say ultimate angle. Dare I say ultimate angle. Like, that was... Okay. Bro, it just sort of annoys me. It just sort of annoys me. Mega backy. Oh, and then that one's just a backwards. Be real, dude. What is that? Alright, here we go. Let's not mess this up, right? Yoink. Mega backy. Yeah. Man, that was clean, finally. Oh, great. You know, that's a fail because they just can't accept that someone has skill. You know what I mean? Frick. Mega backy, pay up, dude. What the? Dude, I swear, okay, I'm getting a little bit frustrated. I really am. Okay, getting a little bit frustrated at how they keep screwing me over on these mega backies. Holy crap, dude, are you kidding me? Hello? Notice me. Like, seriously, dude, holy crap. Notice my skill and stop failing me for it. Like, that is not a fail. I'm not even restarting. I am not restarting for that, dude. That was peak, peak, peak. That was freaking sick. And they're gonna fail that bullcrap? Get out of here, dude. That was not a fail. Thank you, okay? Thank you for actually paying a mega backy on that, because I deserve that. Well-deserved mega backy. Great, dude. Now I wasn't paying attention. Frick off. Now I have to get up to 22k by here with a frickin' 1x multiplier. Nice, dude. That's gonna happen, yeah. So I'm gonna continue this whole lap for no reason. Nah, frick that, dude. We're gonna frickin' finish this. Unless they fail me for having skill multiple times, you know. Watch this, dude. This is one of my favorite areas to do right here. I swear it is. Come like this. Come like that. Hard right. into a mega backy, and I screwed it up. But whatever, right? You know, envision that I did it properly and move on with your life. Because I got gold, I don't care anymore. Not gonna lie, dude, I feel like this guy's mega backy, specifically this vehicle's, like, he's just failing me way more often than usual. Okay? That could be any number of factors, you know? That could just be the vehicle size. It could be anything, honestly. I don't know what makes some cars feel like you can get way more angle and they don't fail, and other cars feel like you can't hardly get any. This is one of the ones where it feels limited to an extent, and I don't understand. Maybe that's just a Car X thing, right? Some cars I just feel like, oh, what? That was a fail? That was clearly a mega backy. But I don't know, dude. You know, it's just whatever. It's just whatever. Frick. That was embarrassing. Okay. Oh. And he stalled. Good job, AI. Red Ring. Oh, a banger of a map indeed. Because you just hit like 3 mega backies and you're good. Oops, too early. Okay. Don't do it like that. Don't do it like that, pal. We're gonna come up to the left first. Yoink. Yoink. Mega backy. Straight into a freaking fail, of course, because... Skill. Skill issue. Pay up, dude. That's not a freaking fail. That was clean as frick. I swear, dude. Some of these cars are just bull crap. Okay, this is not the only car. It just happens to be the one that I own. Of course, right? That freaking won't give me crap. Because, right, okay, cool. Mega backy, right? I don't even feel like that was that cool. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. Just looking over at my freaking video. Okay, dude. Holy crap. Watch. This is how it's done. Okay? Pay up. Pay up. Yeah, give me that mega backy, you frick. I won't even try for one here. Yes, I will. I shouldn't. Nah. Nah. It doesn't matter. Whoops. Frick, dude, that was awful. I held my frickin' throttle too long, and then the clutch for too short. Just ew, right? Ew performance. Mega backy. Oops, nope, went and screwed it up. Good job, dude. Great. Whatever, you know. Oops. Oh, frick, dude. I keep, like, holy crap, dude, this guy just screws me, I feel like. Whatever. Just a backwards. Thought I was gonna spin out again. Whatever, dude, don't care. Got gold, moving on. What the frick? Come out. Ugh. Awful map, dude. I hate doing this bull crap, dude. The most tedious freaking crap you can never screw around with. Okay, dude. You know what? Yeah. This is a stream, right? We'll be here a bit. What I want to try, I think we'll get through all the maps once, and then we're going to go back to the ones that I know I can get 100k on, and we're going to get 100k on this. Why? Because I own this freaking car in real life, dude. I want to have some good performance with it. You know what I mean? Fricker, dude. Holy crap. I need to make sure the stream is running smoothly because I'm trying to record it at the same time for some reason. For some reason. I know exactly why. I'm going to make a goated YouTube video out of it if it works. And we're going to get 100k. Okay, see, it's a little bit delayed, but that's alright. And then I can finally have a frickin' video of CarX on my channel that's not the lowest frickin' quality. You know, it'll actually be frickin' 4K. And it'll look gorgeous for once, you know? That's a rarity to have around my frickin' channel. Hey, I'm sorry that... Okay, fail peak. But that's my idea, anyways, right? To make a video out of it. If I... Spit it out, dude. If I end up not doing well with this car just overall, then I'll just nix that whole idea, but it would be nice, you know? It would be nice. Megabaki, pay up. You frick, dude. Gosh, I really freaking hate doing this bullcrap map, dude. Every single time, it's just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? It's just tedious and stupid. That's what it is. Frick. Dude, are you really gonna make me do this crap again? Just start counting up the score, please. 2-9. Come on, dude. Literally. You fricker, dude. I hate this map. Hate it, hate it, hate it. H8, H8. It's so stupid, dude. It is such a waste of my frickin' time. I swear. Megabaki, not even that backwards, mind you. Okay, that's the thing that really annoys me. Is I was hardly even backwards. That was the frickin' backwards at best. And they're like, oh, that's a mega. What the frick is your problem, CarX? I don't understand why when I get an actual Megabaki and it makes me just like, yeah. They're like, oh, no, that's a drift failed. Hello? Where is your mind, honestly? If this game had the same counter as, frickin' CarX Street, oh, frick, dude. I don't even care, okay? I don't even care. Get me to the frickin' end so that I can get off this bullcrap. Please. Frickin' hate doing this. I really, really do. Frick, dude. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. No. We'll just keep playing, whatever, dude. Okay, move the frickin' mouse over there so you stop screwing me. We're gonna do the reverse right now, because I cannot go back to this later. I just need to get this crap out of the way now, because it just sucks so much, dude. It really frickin' does. Holy crap, dude. Way to waste my frickin' time. What an immaculate run so far. You know, maybe I'm speaking too soon. Indeed I am. But I mean, that was really freaking smooth, dude. That was really clean. Oops, I was not paying attention. I was just zoning out. My bad. Doesn't matter, dude. Drift, please. Doesn't matter, honestly. We're out. We out this. I ain't doing this map again, dude. Gosh, dude, I freaking hate that bullcrap. Waste of life map, honestly. Alright. 100K. Shall we rip the 100K right now? Megabaki! Or mega fail, you know, with CarX standards. They love to fail me for bullcrap. Megabaki, pay up, pay up. What the frick with the backwards? What the frick, dude? You're literally screwing me as we speak. So, you know, thanks for that, CarX. Now I need to get an extra Megabaki somewhere because you didn't give me that one. And for what? And for why? Might I ask, would you fail that? Ew, just a backwards? Ew, cringe. Cringe behavior, okay? Holy crap, dude. Pay up, you frick. Here we go again. Mega backy right off the rip. Because now I need that. Now I need that. I can get 3 before the third turn. Mega backy. Okay, dude, stop doing that. Not stop trying for that. Stop doing what you're doing. Dude, you're literally turning way too much. Kiss the wall. I ain't here for no kiss the wall, dude. That's only, what, 150 bullcrap or something like that? Do better, dude. Do freaking better. What am I... Why did this seem like easier in my head? I was like, mega backy right off the rip. I always freaking do that. Honestly, dude, what the frick? Right here, boom. Mega backy. Yeah, that is not hard to do. That is not hard to do. I know that's not hard to do. Okay? Dude, why does he rip that much? See, at that point, I just knew the game was gonna fail me. Because the game is stupid on skill. Like, what? Mega backy? No, that was definitely a fail. But of course, CarX, you know exactly what you're talking about. Mega backy, right? Stellar skill right there. I am showing peak. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know I ain't gonna spin out, right? They're like, nope. Mega backy. Oh, just a backwards. Of course. But of course, dude. You could never have perfection with CarX Drift Racing Online. Mega backy. Watch, then I'm going to mess it up like immediately, so getting that one won't even really freaking matter. Just a backwards. Again, dude. Again. I swear. Like, you can't make that crap up. You honestly can't. But we'll try for another one right here. Of course, we'll get that one, okay. Cool. Coming around, we'll slap another one right here, because why not, you know? Honestly, you're already here. 6K, W&D. I think we'll get another one right up here at this left. Because why not? You know, if you're limiting yourself, oh, they're gonna fail me, dude. I'm pushing it way too hard. And I don't need to push it that hard. Okay? You can chill out a little bit. We'll just wait for the left. We'll hit it on the left right here. Now that's just a backwards, because I didn't push it hard enough. Can you believe that bullcrap, dude? That is such a CarX moment to do. Seriously. Alright, this one, we'll get one right here. Thank you. This, I'm not going to screw with no downhill mega backies. Unless. Nope, just a backwards. Alright. Oops. Sorry for that skill. Lack of. Oops. Frick. Another backwards. Can you believe that bullcrap? I'm not even trying. This feels like a fail waiting to happen if I try for one right there. That's too slow for my like. That's only 50k, dude. I'm going to have to hit way more than that. Unless... Oh, frick. Almost just lost it all right there. So we'll get one there. Where's the next place that I could get a mega, huh? Here? Because why not? See, that's only 65. That's some bullcrap, dude. Just a backwards. They love to screw me, dude. Oops, frick. Oh, great. Perfect mega backy, and they're like, nope. You got a backwards too recently. 76. That's lame. Now I'm gonna have to restart. Oops. 84. Get the frick out of here, dude. I know I can do it because I've done it before, and I'm doing it with this car. Okay? Enough of your judging. Hit the big mega backy off the rip. Hit the other mega... What the frick, dude? Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone and let me have one clean run, will you? Will you please? Oops. Okay, peak. You know, great. Awesome. Don't fail that. They're gonna fail that. Oh, dude. What's with the frickin' camera button, dude? I swear. I've done it before. I'm doing it again. Okay, you can just leave. I don't care. What do you mean, dude? I'll sit here all frickin' night, dude. You know when I have work? 5 p.m. Okay? I don't even need sleep if it comes down to it, dude. Okay? Messed up. That was awful, dude. Wow, they actually paid out. Paid in full. Oh, great. Then you go and... Whenever I get through the initiation, that's always my issue. You know? Getting started. Once I get started, the rest of the run will be so much better. It really will. It really will be, too. Dude, that's the thing. Okay, decent start. We need to hit this other one without frickin' going too far. Just a backwards. They're screwing me, dude. They're literally screwing me. Frick, dude. Okay, I need to get a little bit more risky while still not being stupid. Mega backy here. We need it. And then, right here. Again. See, I just gotta not push it so hard. Because honestly, I feel like I could be pushing these harder. Oops, great, dude. I was supposed to get one right there. And then they give me a backwards. They're screwing me. Literally, as I speak, they're screwing me. And then fail, because I did too well. I got 2 backwards for the mega backwards. Okay, get the frick out of here, dude. Hello? Great, now you expect me to get a mega backy right here? Yes, I do. And then I expect another one right up here. So, frickin' get with the program. Right here. Give. Pay up, you frick. I'm done screwing around with you already, dude. I could care less. Could care less, but that actually means that I care a decent amount. Doesn't it? What am I talking about, dude? I get stupid when I start trying for 100Ks. Don't you fail me, you frick. Don't you do it. I know you wanted to. But no. But nay, alas. Pay me, you frick. Stellar mega backy right there, you know? Borderline perfect. Borderline. Ooh, that's a tight one to get there. That was an awful line on my part. What was I thinking? Use my brain. Okay. Yep, okay, give me another achievement. Give me something so that I can get another one right here, you frick. I'm gonna try. That's so normal. That's such a Car X thing to do, pal. That was perfect, dude. I was on frickin' point, and they're like, nope. Sorry. You suck. Dude, I really dislike this car, not gonna lie. When I actually start trying for 100Ks, because in a good car, these 100Ks come naturally. You know, that's the thing. I don't need to necessarily try for them. They just sort of appear. So when I actually do try, that's a little bit annoying. That just means that the car freaking sucks, is what that means, dude. Holy crap, dude. Stop doing the same crap over and over and over again. Just a backwards. You know, like, dude. You can't make that crap up. Okay, you literally can't. I'll sit here and I'll rip the fattest mega backy and they're fail. And then I try to be lenient and like hardly angle it for them because they're stupid. And they're like, oh, just a backwards. Make up your frickin' mind, dude. Oh, fail. Yeah, see, that was... You went too slow, pal. Get out of here, dude, I swear. It's just stupid. I'm gonna be coming back to this, honestly. You know, if it starts screwing me more than, like, 3 more times, I'm gonna just move on. get the level done, and move the frick on, because I'm not screwing around with this bullcrap, dude. Honestly. Pay up. Dude, frickin' give me my mega backies and let me live my life happily. Just a backwards, yes sir. That's what we're here to do. Just to get a fail. Yep, okay. That's one. That's one. Huh. We'll come back for number 2. This is number 2 right here. Mega backy. Right frickin' here. Pay up. Okay, great. Now we're coming around. Frickin' stop being stupid, game. Mega backy. Fault fail. Yoink. Reset. Fails not allowed. Backwards not allowed. Ultimate angle, if you get that, you should just quit. Honestly. That was it, dude. That was it. Okay, screw the mega backies. Right? We'll come back and screw around with that at the end of the stream. How's about? That is so annoying, dude. It's so freaking frustrating that this guy just, man, you know, some cars with some cars I can act the exact same way that I've been acting with this guy, and it'll just mega backy, literally not screw me once. And other cars, like this, they just, like, man, dude, they're really frustrating, dude, and it's just like, come on, man. Why? You know, make up your mind. I just don't understand it with some of these freaking cars, you know? Look at that. A stellar toss into a mega backy. You can't make this crap up with this car, dude. You really can't. Get the frick out of here with the fails, dude. I swear, it's so freaking annoying. Dude, seriously, like, look at that bullcrap right there. Not a fail at all, and they're... What? Dude, like, some cars just don't act like that. Some cars are just actual peak. This one is not. Like, that was not a fail. And that, just a backwards. Yes, sir. Get out of here, dude. I'm getting done with this thing. You know? This car freaking sucks in the game. I just like a naturally easy car to drift. Okay? That's not saying it needs to be like a... I don't know what that's saying, dude. I just know what I like, and this is not it, dude. This is far from it. Maybe it's also the fact that I haven't played in so long, so I really need a couple hours to warm up. I've only been streaming for friggin' 55 minutes, you know? I ain't even frickin' there yet, dude, so... I need to get in my peak first. Once I'm in my peak, then I can really judge the car. You know me, every single time I start a frickin' car, I frickin', oh, I hate this thing. This thing sucks. About halfway through, I'm like, okay, dude, you know, he's actually not that bad. It's just the fact of learning the car. That's all I gotta do right now. But boy, does this thing freaking suck. I'm not gonna lie. Just a backwards, dude. Get out of here, dude. Get out my freaking game. That is so frustrating. I have never. Just a fail. Yes, sir. Sorry. You know, that was too backwards to be good. Frick, dude. Oh, just a backwards. Yep. Okay. Now I need to freaking get my score up before this freaking thing ends, or I'm screwed. And I get to do the whole thing again. So you better stop screwing up right now, dude. Right now, you better hit a freaking mega backy Just a backwards. Okay, might as well just restart. Okay, you're not getting to 17K in that freaking amount of time. Dude, I swear, what the frick is happening with this bullcrap, dude? Hello? Mega backy. That was like backwards territory for me, dude. I wasn't even freaking backwards on that bullcrap. Hey, screw it. You know, whatever CarX wants. I hate their scoring system. I've been growing to despise it. Just the fact that they limit so much skill. You know, other than that, it's a great scoring system. But they just limit you too much, dude. Okay, that's not a fail. That's a mega backy. And that was hardly even mega. You know, that was more so backwards for me. I guess my definition of mega backy is like mega, dude. Like, get the frickin' angle. My car should actually be, you know, it's in the word, backwards. But they just, you know, for them to count it as a mega backwards, your car just needs to be heavily sideways. And it's like, dude, that's the stupidest crap I've ever heard. You said mega backy. I'm here to get frickin' backwards, dude. Hey, who am I to judge? I'm Simvic, that's who. You know, take notes, CarX devs, because what the frick is this bullcrap? As if they'll change it, you know, they'll never change it. They'd only change it if, like, the big streamers really complained about it and got a whole bunch of other people. Hey, sign my petition to make mega backies actually backwards. Mr. Boggs in fourth gear. See, that was a decent mega backy. I feel for a little bit there. Don't you fail that. See, I felt like that was going to be a fail. That was almost like CarX fail territory. Just a backwards. Indeed. But of course. Oh, great. Flies off track. Doesn't matter, honestly, does it? Be real. Mega fail. See, maybe that one I could have seen being a fail. Because I did, you know, I went from backwards, right? My car was backwards, and I started to turn slightly the other way. He still pulled it around fine. That's what I would count as a fail. But watch this, for example. That, not a fail, dude. Peak mega backy material right there. And this one too, right? Okay, not that one. That should have counted as a fail. If I had the say on what was peak and fail, we'd be peak, dude. Because honestly, I have to limit myself at this point. I have to limit myself on my mega backies. I cannot go as backwards as I want. And that's lame. You know? I'm just trying to be me. Oh, I didn't even notice it went down and to the right. That's such a freaking CarX. Or not. That's such a freaking Logitech crap to do, isn't it? Not a fail. Not a fail at all. Okay, thank you for agreeing with me for once. Wow. Finally, you know? I'm really frustrated ever since East Togue, dude. Like, that was just freaking bullcrap. I can already tell you when I'm actually trying for 100Ks, they're gonna frick me immensely. They are really going to frick me immensely, I swear. I swear to you they will. Fail. You know, I'm just out here doing a peak mega backy. Right, I go off the track because I stopped caring. But, get the frick out of here, dude. It's so frickin' lame. Mega backy right there. Pay up. Oh, whatever, dude. Could care less. Right, I'm frustrated. I should have been able to get it on Springstone and reverse. We're gonna go back to Springstone, dude. I'm gonna try for freaking mega backies. I don't care. I want some. I want 100K. Let's freaking get it, shall we? Mega fail. Like, come on, dude. That Nissan 370 could have pulled that exact same move. Yoink. That's not a fail, bro. I swear. What? Just, in what world is that a fail? In what world, dude? Can't get too much angle for them, otherwise they'll call it a fail. Oops. Sorry. Great. Supposed to get one right there. Okay, what about here? Are you gonna pay up, or are you gonna fail me? Wow, look at that. You actually paid me a mega backy. Just a backwards. Cool. You know, that's really excellent stuff right there, CarX. Pay me my mega backies. I'm worth it. I would claim that I'm worth it. You know, I actually mean that. See, that wasn't even that mega. I'm a little bit annoyed that you counted that, CarX. I can pop another one right here, though. Not a fail. Not a fail, dude. I swear. I swear that is not a fail. The 100Ks for me, it's never been about having a clean line. It's about mega backies. That's all you need. You know what I mean? Like, that is the only requirement to 100K. Mega backy. After mega backy after mega backy. You never stop. Every single turn. As soon as you can get another one, get another one. That's it. That's all you have to do. That is the requirement. Ready? They're gonna fail me. I feel it. Okay, I'm not even gonna try there. I felt like they were gonna fail me. I just know CarX. They would have failed me, dude. This one, no. Nope. No, 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 no. Fricker. Pay up. Backwards. Yep. Backwards. Right? Not even. Cool. Pure drift. Fail. You know, because that's like a CarX thing to do, right? Fail you. That's only 66. Of course they wouldn't give me another one. They gotta give you another freaking award before you can get another one. Can you give me another award, please? So that I can freaking get it. Oh my gosh, dude. I swear, they are freaking screwing me with this car, dude. I don't know what it is, because I'm not this trash at getting 100Ks. I know I'm not, okay? Like, that's the thing that freaking annoys the frick out of me, dude. Like, I've done this so many frickin' times. Get over yourself, CarX. And you're failing me for some bull crap. Look at that. Not a fail. Not a fail, CarX, but... Not a fail. Thank you. Backward. Get the frick out of here, dude. I'm really frustrated with them right now. Stop screwing me over, you stupid frick. Just wasting my time is what they're doing right now. Holy crap. I ain't going off the track. Ugh. Dude, frick off. Not a fan of this car at all, dude. I really was... Okay. Where's my frickin' mouse? I just don't like this thing at all, dude. It's a shame that I own this car. And it sucks this much. To me, anyways, right? I'm sure someone's goated with it. Good for you, pal. Don't give a frick. Just a backwards. I don't care anymore, dude. I'm not even trying. I'm just making my drifts look clean. If I make a YouTube video about it, it'll be some lame crap. Right? Oh, here's my car. Let me do a chill little lap on parking A. Get the frick out of here, dude. Nice. Just the button I wanted to press. It's trying to get first person. That's all I was trying to do. That I was off by one frickin' button. Can you believe that? See, I'm supposed to be hitting mega backies right here, like that bullcrap. Supposed to bring it over like this. Friggin' do the cool crap, you know what I mean? Do what the cool kids do. Oopsie. Mega backy. Dude, I swear if it talked to you, that would be so cool. Holy crap, dude. I could not get enough of that, I swear. Ultimate angle. Dude, that would be so freaking sick. That would make this game immaculate. That's why I don't play in first person. For that fact right there, dude. I always cut it out. Cut the frickin' turns out. It's unbelievable. You know, and honestly, you can't make that crap up. Wow, they didn't fail me? What? Car X? Oh, you just made my frickin' day. Get the frick out of here. Honestly, dude, I could give less of a frick. Frickin' turn, you frick. Holy crap. Bonk. Bonk. Yep, I did that on purpose, 100%. 360. I don't know what it is, dude. Something about this guy just freaking sucks. I don't like him at all, honestly. What a shame. Dude, what the frick is going on with my ear itching? Dude, I'm wearing a frickin' headphone. Okay, it's not the easiest thing to access my ear as I'm drifting. Okay, that's the real stupid crap. Frick, dude. This is just frustrating, dude. Ever since frickin' East Coast, dude, I'm just done with this frick, dude. Holy crap, way to screw me over, you frickin' piece of crap. Holy crap, dude. Kiss the wall. Kiss the wall? Hello? Oh my gosh, dude, this guy frickin' sucks. You know, because I guarantee you, right, if I were to switch to a different vehicle that I do very well with, I would not be having this many issues. I 100% believe that. 100% believe that. What the frick was that, dude? I'm losing it over here, dude. I am really frickin' losing it. It's a little bit lame. Hello? Mega fail. You know, like, what the frick is with this bullcrap, dude? There we go. Finally getting something half decent. Only to screw it up right up here, I'm sure. Oh, almost screwed it up. Almost did. Oh, still did. Cool. Oopsie, don't care anymore. Literally already freaking done with this bullcrap, dude. We're only doing this car and I'm gone. Okay? You know, that's how I roll. When they give me a piece of crap car that I just suck with, hey, sorry, you know? You know, as much as you like to think about it, you know, I'm not perfect. I know, thank you. You know, don't build me up in your head like that, man. I'm not perfect. As much as you like to think that I am. Mega drift failed. You know, this dude just, I hate this car, dude. You know, I've actually come to within the amount of time that I've driven this, right? And again, an hour and 14 minutes into my stream, I loathe the vehicle. Loathe it, dude. If I was basing buying one off of this, I'd be like, this thing frickin' sucks. Absolutely not. How don't you lose your score right here? The frick? This thing's been nothing but peak in real life, but man, it is not for me in the video game, bro. That sucks. And I was hoping to have a good night back in CarX, you know, I really was. Maybe if anything, I'll hit up CarX, I'll hit up San Palezzo Reverse, and I'll be able to get 100k on the OG. But maybe not with a performance like this, you know? And honestly, I'm not screwing around with it. I get gold, I'm out of here, dude. I could care frickin' less. Okay? That's just the mental state that I'm in right now is just like, I'm frick you, dude. You know? Oh, that looks sick, dude. That looked freaking sick. All those... That was funny. Okay, what the frick, dude? I freaking hate this frick, dude. Get the frick out of here. You're screwing me. This ain't training. This ain't free drive. I can't be pulling 360s. As if I pull them all the time. I act like. Get the frick out of here, though, dude. Seriously. That just looks funny, dude. It looks cute. Honestly, it looks cute when you freaking hit the cones all over the place. I think that looks cute. Okay? I didn't misspeak. I meant to say the word cute. Because it does, dude. Aw. You know, you see a cute little drift car hitting all the cones. That was the peak mega back in. They're gonna fail that bullcrap. They're gonna fail that. It's just like unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. That was so peak. They're literally limiting my skill. They are, okay? Sorry. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I was hoping you know, when I shut up for that moment, right before I believe I started this lap, I nixed. Did I already say that crap? Did I already say that I nixed the friggin' video? I think I did, yeah. Dude, see, my mental capacities are, like, lowered. I swear, when I'm screwing around with a piece of crap like this, they're lowered. You know, I feel actually stupider. Does anyone agree? No, I guarantee you not many folks would agree with me on that one. Be like, what is he talking about? This dude's weird. Yeah, okay, dude, I know that too. Dude, can you just leave me alone, huh? Frick yeah. Mega Becky. Mega frickin' Becky. You know what I want to get for this car in real life? I want to get clears. Because I've seen it in CarX. CarX has clears, and bro, do they look immaculate. And it could be done. However, in case I mess up, I would like to have a replacement pair of taillights. So, if I can ever find one for a reasonable price, I'll pick them up. And then I'll try to make my own clears. I would love clears, dude. Clears are great. Then you just get the colored bulbs. Man, that is awesome. Especially on a white car, I feel like, too. On a white car, it really does make it pop. Oh, shoot. Okay, we'll restart that one. But you know what I mean, dude? Clears would be great. They really would be. You see those things on the hood there? I don't know if I ever talked about those earlier. They are on my car, of course, right? And from what I can tell, I guess, is they really just appear to be running lights of sorts. They turn on when you turn on running lights or headlamps. Why do I always say headlamps? Because I'm stupid. But they're green, right? They're like neon colored green. But it's not like visible from the front or the sides. It is. It's very dim. It's mostly only visible from the interior. So it's very weird as to what their purpose is. I don't know if it's just supposed to tell you, oh, that's where the edge of your hood is, or some crap. But, like, they don't even flash with the blinkers, and you really think that they would. Maybe. Oops. Oh, frick, dude. Maybe I'll actually see if I can take that wiring and wire it into my blinker. That would be a nice little touch, you know, if that light was freaking flashing with your blinker. I would love that. What would be even more peak is if it was off-timed from your blinker. You know what I mean? Blinker on, light off. Blinker off, light on. That would be sick. But I wouldn't, you know, that's unlikely that would happen. Look at this, dude. When I freaking just blab, my drift skill just diminishes exceedingly. So, it's just, I mean, I'm already gold, so I was sort of just going off of that, like, oh, I don't care. You know, I could care less about this car, so. Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate, dude. I really wanted to do all of them. I'm sure I'll get 100K at some point. I'll make a YouTube video about it. Alright? 4K. Right, it doesn't have to be tonight. But this is my car. I expect to own this thing for quite some time. And as I start to do things with it, I will update in the Discord. That's really the only freaking reason to join my Discord. I do have some pictures from the original crew in there. And that's a big thing for me, dude. Those pictures are freaking timeless. Memories, dude. Memories beyond compare. From a completely different me. Honestly, from a completely different me. I don't even lie when I say that. I almost just freaking stalled. You know, to me, like, those pictures of the crew, dude, the first crew, that's like how most people look back on their childhood, right? Oh, simpler times. Oh, you know, all that bull crap. But dude, I mean, frick. Look, dude, man, I want this in real life, not design. Body kits, taillights. All that looks good, right? Of course, CarX is stupid. The bulb should not be white. But they were just too lazy to bulb it. Now, that's one thing that I will say is fake. This does not match my car. This being a red bar all across, nay. This is the orange. This is my blinker. This is my taillight. Red, orange. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to double check because I'm not sure 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's all orange. This part's actually sick, so check this out, dude. Ready? Headlight. I believe headlight. Bright headlight. Blinker light is on top. And this bottom one below it also turns on with the blinker. Lights up the side. You know, and these are things that a lot of newer cars have, but this is from 2000, dude. Mine's a 2000, okay? The fact that I have a lot of these newer car features, you know what I mean? It's just pretty freaking sick. Now, remember how I showed you the freaking, what was I gonna say? Oh, the power mirrors, right? The power mirrors to open and close them, that little button on the inside. That's sort of sick, but it's stupid that I gotta keep pressing it. Okay, it'd be nice if I press the button in, it clicks in, right? It'd be nice if it just automatically would happen, but it doesn't. You gotta keep clicking the button. Which is why I don't really use it. Because I know most newer cars these days, you know, you lock the car or something and the mirrors go in, you unlock it and they open. Alas, I need to press the button to manually open and or close them. Which, I mean, that's just, it's not user-friendly enough for me. Okay, I would only use that if I was parking for an extended period of time. Maybe if I go into, like, whatever, you know? I don't know. But, you know, at its current state, it's more just a flex to have. You know, you're showing off your cool freaking import car. You're like, oh yeah, check this out. Power mirrors. Go in and open and close, you know. I think the coolest thing about the frickin' car is the shade. The rear shade, dude. Put that crap up. Because, you know how you put up a front shade? Which I always usually put my front shade up, too, when I'm at work and crap. Put the Spit it out, dude. Oh. But, you know, put the rear shade up, too. So, that's nice, dude. It really is. It's a good freaking car so much so far. Just need the sound system redone and immediately. Oh, speaking of, I'll have to show you right after we, holy crap. After we finish this map, remind me to show you my sound system ideas in this thing. Which I'll forget, right? I always do. Frick, dude. You know, this is a bad idea to make this video. Right. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I thought this was a good idea. I was just excited to go back to CarX and to make a video on a car in which I own in real life. However, the fact that I overlooked is that I haven't played CarX in forever. I'm always rusty my first night after not playing in forever. So what the frick was I thinking? Thinking, oh hey, you know, I'm gonna be goated with my car that I own in real life in CarX after not playing for like 2 months. Come on, dude. You've been playing Beam. I'm so used to Beam. I noticed it as soon as I felt the feedback in this game. I'm like, holy crap, I'm gonna suck tonight. Okay, I had that mental thought, but I still started the stream. So, Pretty disappointed in myself with that one, but what do you do? You know, I'm just... It really is nice, dude. It looks just like my car. It is so similar. This, especially the interior is what blows me away. Like, that crap is freaking realistic, other than the color. You know, if it was a light tan interior, this would basically be my car right here, dude. But not so lucky to get that. But that's okay. The exhaust, too. The exhaust annoys me, but what do you do? What do you do? Honestly, if I ever did, I might upgrade my exhaust on my car, but I don't want it to be loud. It would just be a visual exhaust, right? Because I don't like loud cars. I really don't. You know what I like? Loud music. And anything that interferes with my music, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Constantly having that... Especially, yeah, dude, my car's a freaking automatic. It's a 2JZ FSE. Only made with an automatic transmission. Transmission, not transition, my bad. I'm a little bit tired. But you know what I mean? It's special in and of itself that it's the only 2J that was made with only an automatic. I believe. I could be incorrect on that, but specifically that model was never made in a manual. So that's unique in and of itself, right? But number two, the second point that I actually want to make on that is having an exhaust on a freaking automatic car is crazy work to me, dude. Crazy work to me. People that do that are not cool. Okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care what your car sounds like. What it looks like. If it's an automatic and it has an exhaust, that's an L to me, dude. That is an L. That's not to say that the car itself could not be cool. But when you can't control your frickin' exhaust, no. Unless you're sitting there in manual shift mode, you know, fake manual the whole frickin' time. Line that crap out. I just feel like it does not match well with an automatic transmission, dude. However, visually, I could go for like some pipes or something. Do the double that CarX has in there. I wouldn't do it on both sides, but you know what I mean. I plan to actually mod this car out a little bit. Usually I'm a pretty stock guy. I really am, dude. You know, I'll upgrade the sound system. I have spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on sound system equipment for all of my vehicles, right? I'm talking about since I was 16. Thousands of dollars. My first car alone, my Elantra, I spent probably easily over $5,000 just in audio. That car I went a little bit excessive over, right? I loved it. Every single minute of it, I loved it. 215s, massive freaking amp, lithium in the trunk. Great freaking build. Love that. Love the crap out of that, dude. Sold it all. Hardly got any crap. You know, I sold it for decent amounts of money, but nothing what I paid, right? Second car, the Olds. The Olds was probably around... Well, you know, probably actually less than $1,500 in equipment alone. Less than $1,500 in equipment alone. And that's just because I had to rebuy a whole bunch of crap, right? I had to buy a new amp. So I had sold everything from my other car. Everything. No amp, no speakers, no nothing. I had to start afresh. The only thing that I actually kept was my head unit. That head unit, $1,800, dude. I bought that crap new, $1,800. That was during COVID. So, like, you know, all the chips and stuff at that time were very expensive. Now, you know, it's still, dude, that head unit still sells for $1,500. So it honestly has not depreciated in value that much since when I got it 5 years ago. Okay, I think it's like $1,549. I just looked. So it's honestly, dude, wow, it went down 6, 7, 8. You know, less than $300, like $250. It's a Crown. Toyota Crown. Royal Saloon G. What was I talking about? Oh, sound system crap. Oh, frick, I was gonna frickin' show you after I finished Mondello Park, and here we are on LA, dude. Frick. I'm really stupid, dude. I'm the most forgetful person you will ever meet. Okay, leave me alone in that regard, by the way. The one that I own is 2J. 2J FSE. Automatic trans. Peak stuff, dude. Peak freaking car. Of course, mine isn't lowered yet. Doesn't have rims yet. But I plan to make it look pretty similarly to this. We already got the two-tone paint. My custom license plate is already coming in. I don't know how long I'll keep that. I might just go to the historical plate. I only registered it for a frickin' year. I might just do the historical plate next year because I like it. Historical is peak. The only requirement for that is your car has to be 25 years old. Mine's a 2000. Anyways, check this out, dude. Check this out. Before I forget, because I will frickin' forget within mere seconds, dude. It's unbelievable. You can't make this crap up. Just give me a frickin' map, please. So, for the sound system, right? I found a head unit that I'm going to purchase pretty soon here. Because I need frickin' CarPlay right there, where the 6-disc CD changer is. Pops up like that. Frick, dude. So my height on that is 4 inches, right? From bottom to top there. What I can fit in there. I found a head unit that's 3.945. Kenwood. Of course, I love Kenwood. I'm going to slap a Kenwood in there, dude. Oh, I didn't know that in photo mode. That's peculiar. Anyways, that's what I'm going to do, dude. Width is not an issue. Depth is not an issue. Because, I mean, think about it. It can hold a CD in there. So, the depth is a decent amount into there. And the one that I found is, like, not even as deep as a CD. So, that'll be peak stuff, dude. You know, because I want to keep the OEM. You gotta have the freaking Japanese crap in there. That. Slap the trunk and the amp. The trunk and the amp. Nice. I speak great English. I mean, even if there was one that would replace the OEM, I would never do that, dude. Because how sick is it? You know what I'm waiting for? I found the original, what you call it? What do you call it? Owner's manual. I found one for the Electro Multivision bullcrap head unit. Hopefully it'll tell me what map disk I need, because right now that head unit right there is basically all the features are locked because it says insert map disk to continue. You know, I'm bullcrap. You know, I've been Google lensing everything on it, but it's just freaking annoying. I'm like, dude. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my frickin' figure out what map disk I need, because they make so many frickin' years of US ones, and I just want to get the one that frickin' works in my car. I swear, dude, I can't get mega backies in this thing. It sucks. It makes me look like I suck, but having access to the map, and even though, you know, I'm sure it will be like a map disc from like the early 2000s, or, you know, some bullcrap like that, late 90s, early 2000s, whichever one works, I don't care. I just want a working map, even if it's not fully updated, to have every new place that's been added since 25 years, right? I could care less about that. But, I mean, the fact that it locks the rest of the menu is a little bit annoying to me. It's like, really? What does that have to do with the map? Really? Be real. Ah, shut up, you freaking bot. Could care less about you. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna definitely hit up your Discord, bro. Get out of here, dude. But yeah, dude, the one that I found, absolute steal of a frickin' deal, dude. Well, I mean, I guess, sort of, right? $8,000. What was it? 50k miles, dude. I'm gonna own this thing for frickin' ever, dude. I really am. Whoops. Frick, that was embarrassing. I don't know why I suck with this thing so much. In the game, it's really unfortunate. I don't tend to think that I'm that bad of a drifter. But whatever, you know. But yeah, a decent deal. I mean, the car isn't really worth no $8,000, but I mean, it's an imported. I didn't have to deal with none of the import paperwork, payments, nothing of that bullcrap nature. I literally just got to go buy it and register it. Boom. You know, getting parts is relatively easy too. You know, 2JZ, you can get parts for that. The only parts that I may be screwed over is the FSE specifically has a direct fuel injection or something, which they don't use that specific type of fuel injection in the US models of 2JZs. You know, that'll be far down the line if I do, and I guarantee you I could find some sort of, you know, I can find parts from somewhere for it, right? It just would probably cost me far more to get it all, you know, from wherever the crap it comes from, Japan or whatnot. Other than that, you know, we got a freaking LS400 transmission in it. It's got the A650E transmission. Peak, dude. You know, I'm set. I can get all US parts, basically, for everything. You know, I just did all the fluids, coolant, oils. I'm doing my transmission filter and fluid next, whenever I have freaking time to do that bullcrap. Had to get all that crap done. The tires on it were freaking 10 years old. Got that redone already. I put some cheapy $50 a tire on for now because I figured, oh great. Figured I'll be getting some alternate wheels pretty soon. It's pretty clean, dude. I am very happy with it, you know. Getting used to right-hand drive ain't really that big a deal either. My brother has a Nissan Atlas. You know, like a larger version of a K truck. So, you know, I'm sort of a little bit used to driving right-hand already. Plus my sim is set up in right-hand, so, you know, that actually does make a difference. It really does. It makes a difference when you're doing it in real life. And I mean, his truck is manual too. So I was sort of used to the manual nature of it too. But just for daily driving, what I do, dude, I just like to listen to loud music and frickin', you know, drive without having to shift 24/7 is nice. Fricker. Yeah, once I finish this frickin', I gotta pop off all my door panels, which is gonna suck, dude. I want to do that one time and never again. Okay? Screwing around with the frickin' door panel. Crap, I can't even open the door in the game, of course. Right? It's not that realistic, but you know those little pop pins? Those little ones that you get the thing under? Or the circle. You get the thing under it and you... Yeah, those things that suck and constantly break. Yeah, well, my door has 2 of them to pop off the panel. It's hidden, right? So thankfully it's not that big a deal. It's right behind here. So if the door were to be open, they're very visible. But when closed, you can't really see it. There's 2 of those massive pops right there. It's like, really, dude? What door? I've never seen a freaking door that puts those on the outside. They're always, like, hidden. They usually aren't even on doors, you know. Usually they have the ones that are on the inside, like the yellow or the pink ones that pop into the actual hole in the metal in the door. That's on the inside of the freaking door panel, right? So I don't know why. I mean, hey, just... At the end of the day, if they break, it's not the end of the world because it's not on a fully seen panel of door. But I would still be frustrated, you know. So I'm going to get the proper tooling. Come on, you freaking mouse. Get the proper tooling to at least try to remove them without damaging them. But I'm going to take off probably the passenger side first, figure out all the speaker sizes I need, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they are 6.5s up in the rear deck. I already have some of those, actually. I'll just pop them in. You know, that'll be peak. I won't really have to worry about dewiring the original head unit. All I'll do is undo the original speaker wires and of course exchange the speakers, and I'll just run my own wiring right into my new head unit and I'll just leave their crap in there. You know, there's no point in removing the original head unit speaker wire. I'm gonna replace it with good car audio wire and frick off, you know. Frickin' wire, I swear. But I'm gonna figure out all my speaker sizes, take off one door panel, you know, front and rear, I don't think it has any tweeters in the rear, but I usually go for coaxial speakers. I love my coaxials. Those are peak, dude. But yeah, that's about it. And then I'll just leave the panels off, you know, until I figure out and purchase all the speakers required. Do it all in one bit, because I swear, dude, trying to get interior crap for this car would suck. Okay? Be real. Be real. Hey, I need a tiny little clip, you know, this tiny little piece. I don't know, dude. I mean, they're so similar. Give me a moment. Oh, look at all those tabs. And to be fair, I've never owned an LS400, so I can't really speak for that. I'd say, not gonna lie, I'm looking at images of them right now. Not gonna lie, I sort of like the look of the LS400 better. You know? The headlights, specifically, I like the headlights. And I know they look very similar, but they look a little bit sleeker. I feel like these headlights on this Frick, fat. You know, they're very fat. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but... Where am I? Milton? Frick, dude. They love to screw me. Oh no, I still gotta post up a picture of it in my Discord. I've had it for like 2 weeks. I should have already done that bullcrap, right? But... Nice! Mega backy. Nope. Just a backwards. My bad. But yeah, I feel like even if the map doesn't necessarily work for me out here, having that map disc just to unlock the full menus will be great. I found the, dude, so here's the thing that's sick, is in addition to having all the import paperwork when I bought it, right? There's still the original receipt from the original owner, Japanese dude that bought this car from the dealership. I found the dealership out in Japan. It's just freaking sick to have that, dude. It's literally, frick, dude. What is that bullcrap? To have the original receipt is pretty rare. I would think as much. The fact that that's still sitting in the car from when the dude bought it. And I mean, like, it came into the US, the seller had not had it long. So that means that the original dude from Japan most likely left that receipt in the glove box as he put 50K on it. And I guarantee you that, you know, that probably took quite some time to do. Out in Japan, you don't necessarily need to drive as much as where I'm, you know, fricking out in the middle of frick all nowhere. It's like 30 minutes to get everywhere, anywhere. Dude, can I not suck so much with this? But it's just cool. So what I did, right, I did this tonight at work because I was bored as frick. I found the dealership and I sent them an email, right? Because why wouldn't I? And I'm like, yo, you know, I did it much more professionally than how I'm going to say this, but I'm like, yo, do you guys happen to sell any branded, or not even sell? I mean, I did say sell because obviously I'd buy it off of them, but I'm like, do you guys have any sort of branded license plate frames? Because, dude, oh crap, dude, that would be sick. To have a license plate frame. You know how every dealership has their freaking, you know, their bullcrap, stupid little frame. Most of them aren't cool. But if you get one from the original dealership at which the car was purchased, oh, dude, that would be freaking sick. That would be such a, just like, perfect. It even has a sticker on the back right window showing, like, the dealership. It's like the dealership sticker on it. I just think, oh, that would be like the final touch. And that freaking dealership, they also have a little mascot. It's a little chicken, right? Like, they make a little plush out of it. They make a little plush, and I'm like, yo, any way I could get one of those too? Slap them up on the dash. I don't think scanning the VIN would necessarily work. Like, for example, when I got it insured through Geico, I had to call them for that because they're like, oh, you know, online on their bullcrap to insure a vehicle, it's like, enter the 17-digit VIN. And, you know, the VIN on a freaking Jap car is only like 13 digits. So it wouldn't even register. It wouldn't let me continue. Of course, Toyota Crown is not going to be in the list, which is actually a little bit peculiar now that I think about it, because I've seen newer Crowns. I've seen, you know, they make Crowns in the US now. You know, the newest gen. So that's peculiar in and of itself, but I'm not even going to think about that. But alas, it's not on there, so I had to call to get it insured, and the lady, she had no idea what the frick she was doing, but she figured it out. But I mean, ultimately, if there's anything that I need, spark plugs, I had to look those up for, you know, the engine. You can't look anything up per the vehicle. I mean, that's just something that you get used to, I guess. Because that's what I was doing when I was ordering all my fluids and stuff. I'm like, hey, can I get fluid for freaking LS? Yeah, okay, that's stupid of me to say. You know, you don't get fluid like that. Anyways, when I was getting parts for it, I was getting filters and bullcrap. I'm like, hey, I need this for an LS 400. I need this for a freaking, you know, Supra or what crap. And he's like, what are you doing, you know? Just swap a super crap into an LS. I'm like, no, dude, it's just a Crown. It's got all this stupid, it's got multiple cars in it, dude. It's sick, though. It really is. It was worth it. Once I figure out everything more, because I'm still learning, I'm like, oh, what freaking engine and, you know, what car has that in the US model. But ultimately, what I have found out is everything does have a US vehicle. You know, everything in the car has a US variant. That's how I've been doing everything so far. Rick, that's embarrassing. Yep. I own this. Okay, the one freaking question I have is, what the frick? You see up in the rear deck, there's a 2, and I'm not even sure if they're 6x9s, right? Oh, frick, I'm not even gold, dude. I was not paying attention. Yeah, I mean, most of the parts that you can get for you need maintenance-wise is either going to be LS or, LS or actually IS300. IS300 as well. Hey, how you doing, man? Let me see what I put in my note. Yeah, so it's got frickin'... Here's what I have in my note right here. I have 1998 LS400 transmission, which is the A650E. Oil filter comes out of a IS300 year 2000. And then the spark plugs were... Where did I find the spark plugs? So I didn't write that down. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I grabbed those from an LS400. Dude, honestly, I mean, unfortunately, I sort of suck this fine evening because I haven't played CarX myself in 2 months or so. You know, I've been playing a lot of Beam recently, but it's been good to get back into it. It really has. I'm thinking I'll boost my adhesion up a nick Because I've been using 90 the whole time, and I would like to challenge myself a little bit more. Not even challenge myself, you know, it just speeds you up a little bit. That's what I would say. But at the same time, I'm so used to 90s at this point. You know what I mean? Fail, yep. Dude, they've been doing this crap all night to me. Normally I run 90s in the rear and 100s in the front, but I was doing some 120, I think 110 on this car, and I was like, oh, you know, that doesn't even feel that bad. Alright, let me freaking get gold on this bullcrap so I can move on. Fourth gear needs to go up. That gearing is awful. Don't mind that. Don't you fail me. Frick. You think I can still pull off 22.4? I think I can. I'm not that bad. I sort of suck, but I think I can do that. Yeah, dude, I wish I could freaking tandem better. I play by myself too much is honestly why, but I do prefer it. I do prefer to play by myself. Frick. Just a backwards. Alright, that's 13. I think if we hit a couple mega backies, we'll be chilling. Okay, he did not flick at all. You see me? Frick. Failed. See, I don't know. Okay, fine. This car specifically has been failing way too many drifts for me. I got this. Yes, I do. Look, I'm already at 19. And that's what I've been complaining about this whole freaking stream, dude. It's a freaking, the mega backies in this car specifically, dude. Maybe it's just, again, maybe it's just because I haven't played in 2 months. Kiss the wall. Didn't even touch her. What? Come on, dude. I was relatively close to that. I feel like they would have counted that. Bullcrap. But, dude, I've just been getting screwed on the mega backies because I feel like my skill, right, not gloating. I mean, I sort of am, but I feel like my skill has surpassed their rating system. Getting a mega backy for me is like a mere, you know, what they call a mega backy. See, boom, mega backy right there. Boom, that was not a fail, dude. That was skill. And I'm not even that cracked. I've seen people far more cracked than me, but I'm like, come on, dude. Stop being lame. I didn't get nowhere near spinning out there. Not a spin out. Oh, but they count that one, of course. Whatever, dude. Exactly. Push past your limits. But, you know, CarX Street, that has a peak scoring system. You know. Because you can do 360s, J-turns, whatever crap, right? And it's nice. They really only fail you if you smack something. Which this game does as well, normally. But, whatever. Until they fix the feedback in Street, I can't take that game seriously. But I'm pretty sure they have that car in that game too. This car. If I'm not mistaken, they'll probably have it in the new CarX coming out too. Because they love to freaking copy-paste their vehicles into their games, but that's alright. That's okay, because the games are relatively different enough that it doesn't really matter. Yeah, dude, I mean, honestly, I haven't really experienced many bugs with Street, but I mean, for me, it's not even the handling per se either. It's the frickin' feedback, dude. I cannot take that game seriously. No feedback when you're sitting there at a standstill. When you're stopped, nothing. Right, then you floor it to take off, and the feedback is freaking delayed. Doesn't turn on right away. Dude, so that screws me up. So say if you're sitting here, stopped, right? Not moving your car at all. Slap it in second gear, clutch dumper, and do a 360, or even just to flip it around, you got nothing. You got no feedback that whole time, dude. Just imagine how much that would screw you up when you're used to having it all the time. And then even when you're going fast, too. And I feel like it depends on some vehicles, but still, overall, there's no feedback when you're transitioning, dude. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, dude, in Car X, I know exactly what the wheel is going to feel like. You know, I feel like their feedback is pretty good in this game. And I'm just disappointed that the same devs can make such an awful game. Such an awful. So I really hope that they don't give up on it and they actually update it, because I would play the crap out of it. I really would. I really would. I love the premise of the game. Illegal street racing is my vibe, dude. Oops. Alright. One more row. Fine. Dude, I really sucked this evening. I apologize. You know, if you're watching me, it ain't for skill. It's for me. Some nights I do so well, though. That's the thing. Maybe everybody just returns like, oh, maybe he's doing good tonight. Nope. Sorry to disappoint. Frick. It all depends on the car, pal. But yeah, see that rear deck? Did I ever finish telling that story? No, I didn't. Rear deck. 2 speakers up there, likely 6x9s. If not, I'm going to see if I can make them fit. You know, if they're smaller, I'm going to make 6x9s fit. That's in a non-visible area. I can do whatever the frick I want up there. You know what I mean? But there's also that large box in there in the center. That large hole-looking thing. I don't know if that's a speaker in there or what. The speakers in this car, currently in mine, are so crap. You can't make it up, dude. Dude, what am I doing? They're literally the worst speakers I've ever heard. I can't even say that. But I mean, even with the bass turned all the way down, they still distort on bass. And I mean, the tuner settings, right, in that original head unit, the reason why I need to be rid of it is it has, like, you know how cars have, like, generalized EQs, right? Nothing that someone that likes music would ever use, right? They got, like, rock, pop, and indie, right? And I don't even think that's the 3 genres, but that's it, dude. They have 3 options. Most cars nowadays, they got, like, rock, jazz, vocal booster, vocal reducer, bass booster, bass reducer. You know, they got all these presets. Nope, this car has 3. 3, and then they got, like, the freaking room that you're in, whatever that crap's called. Large room, small room. And it's just, all it does is add an awful amount of reverb to your music. And then, in addition to that, they have the highs, mids, and lows, you know, little bars up and down, right? You take the bass and the mids, you know, I did that just to test, bass and mids, all the way down, which is about 5 clicks down or some crap, right? Still sounds like freaking ear rape. That was freaking clean as frick. Seriously, dude, you play any song with any amount of bass. You know, pick your average rap song, and it sounds frick, dude. Literally, dude, it's like distorting out the vocals. Even the highs start to go, and it's just like, dude, what is happening? I can't wait to rip those panels off and see what the crap is in there, because I feel like it's been messed with. I honestly do. If I fade it all the way to the rear, the front still play. Are you telling me that they tune the car like that when factory? I don't believe that crap, dude. I've never met a car. Never met a car. I have never seen a car that factory the front left. You know, the left, right, front, back. I've never seen a car where that crap is so messed up. It's just peculiar to me. It's like, no, dude. I feel like someone's been in there. There's just no way. There's no way. And I feel like the rear is missing some speakers, too. Like up in the deck, I feel like those 6x9s or whatever ain't even there. They're probably in the door. You know, the speakers in the door are probably there, but the 6x9s, it really does look like an empty spot, but I've only looked in from the top. Right, so I could just be missing them, but usually it's fairly easy to look in a hole and see if there's a speaker in there, you know? I feel like I'm not that stupid. I know what a freaking speaker looks like, and they look like empty holes. So, I don't know. That is up next. As soon as I finish the transmission fluid and filter, honestly, that's the last bit that I need to do. Then I need to blow out, you know, get the compressor on all the filters. Because we got a lot of filters in this car, dude. Like, I swear, I've never owned a car with so many freaking filters. We got the air filter under the hood, right, of course. And then we got the cabin filter in the glove box, right? Normal stuff. And then in the freaking trunk, we got the freaking air purifier filter. It's like, dude, I don't even use the air purifier. Honestly, it's a little bit peculiar. Because I feel like it's only purifying the rear. Only purifying the rear air vents, which is, again, a little bit rare to have in a sedan. But yeah, dude, I mean, this thing's freaking fully loaded. Fully loaded. Indeed. Power rear seats, just like an LS. It really is. Got the little fridge in the back. It'll be a good car for me. I really do believe it. Look at that score counter, man. I love when it does that. Oops, went and straightened out. Looked like an idiot. Sorry. Oh, what the frick, dude? EU performance, EU. I swear. Frick. See, that's the crap, dude. I get too many freaking people messaging. 2 people. And then I start missing messages. That's how I am, though, dude. Look at that. I actually did a pretty freaking good job on this guy's front end. Like, he ain't clipping that much. That is peak. Usually my car's... I mean, he does clip. Alright. I'm not saying he's perfect. He clipped... Oh, frick, dude. Dude, I am just... You can't make up my performance tonight. You really can't, dude. But we're almost done. We really are. Like, I can't even believe this. At this point, dude. I really can't. Can you cut here? Are you supposed to? I guess you could, huh? I've never done that. I've never done that legally. I don't think. I think I've always followed the track there. Frick. Nice, dude. What is with me? Okay, I'm literally about... You know, frick. I almost want to quit right now, but I won't. I was like, come on, dude. I'm freaking done at this point. I don't know what it is, if it's just my lack of skill after not playing for a couple months, or if there's something seriously wrong with my tune or just this car in general, dude. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to my channel to have this video on it. But, boo-hoo, right? As if me existing is not embarrassment enough. Isn't that peculiar how I always act like that, dude? Like, there's gotta be... Okay, hear me out, right? I'm not completely stupid. There's gotta be people out there that like the way that I act. Me, I still think it's a little bit too cringy. Okay? Like, I can't even help that, though, dude. I cannot even help that. But, like, there's gotta be people out there that are like, wow, this guy's great. Very relatable human. You know what I mean? Holy crap, dude. But, whatever. Mega Backy. Yeah. That's what's up, pal. Ah, fricker. That's annoying. But we'll still get gold, so I don't really care. Mega Backy right into a frickin' fail. Awesome. Peak channel material, am I right? Peak. Was that water over there even moving, dude? It didn't even look like it. Is that really just solid? I think it is. I bet you can drive on top of it, too. I don't know. I haven't really explored much off the map in this game. Off the maps. Because I'm pretty sure that they all, at least some of them, have some special areas you can get to. But I could care less. You know, I really could. I could care more, I guess I should say. Frick. Oops. Come on, dude. Like, seriously, what has happened to me? What has happened to me? Because this, like, come on, dude. Literally go watch any other freaking CarX video on my frickin' channel, and you'll be like, wow, dude, he's actually pretty good. I would have never thought. Yeah, I know. I know, dude. Okay, thanks for pointing out the obvious. I don't know, dude. Like, look, that should not have been a Mega Backy. I'm just putting that out there. That should not have been. This should be, right? Cool. Cool. But some of this crap is just, holy crap, man. Like, what the frick was that performance? Why would I pull the handbrake after I was already spinning out? Yeah, let's fly off the edge, too, while we're at it. Why not? We've already messed up this much. We're already gold. Okay, that's an awful mindset to be having, by the way. Don't have that mindset. Don't be like me. Don't be like, oh, we're already gold. Doesn't matter. Yeah, well, while it doesn't necessarily matter, you should just restart. Okay, usually I don't even accept myself to mess up this much per run. My run to spin out ratio is way too high right now. It's above 0.1%, I would say. Because usually, right, if I spin out, I'm restarting. I guess not if I'm gold, right? But usually I will if I spin out twice. Right? If I'm gold and I spin out once on a good day, right? I'll be like, meh, you know, whatever, you know. That sucks, but I'll just go with it. As long as I'm not going for like 100K or something. Like, yeah, whatever, you know. That's alright. But then if I do it again, I'm like, no, what the frick is this? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, man? That's all I'm saying. And I have not been doing that tonight. I've been spinning out so many times, and I'm just like, oh, frick it, you know? That was a Mega Backy right there, if I ever seen one, okay? Frick them, honestly, you know? Not frick me. Frick them for limiting me. You know who has a pretty good drift counter, not gonna lie? Beam. BeamNG actually has a pretty good one. If you turn that UI on or just play any drift challenge that makes it appear. I like theirs, dude. They don't fail you for getting mad angle. They really don't. But they will fail you for crashing. I feel like even that game is a little bit lax. Like, you could really mess up your drift and you won't lose it. Like, you can stop drifting for a decent amount of time and they won't freaking end that. That's the only bit that I'd change, you know? Listen, that's what I would say. If I ever made a drift game with a counter like that, like any kind, right? I would be like, okay, 360s are fine. Mega backies, right? Whatever. You should not be limited on any drift, per se. Even if you spin out, it should start counting as a donut. Right? I would want to be lax in that regard. But I would want to be tough in the point where, oh, you stop drifting, your score, your multiplier's done, your score gets counted as is. You know, if you stop drifting for more than like a second, 1 second, literally, it should be reset. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I would also want it to be like, oh, your handbrake is on. So I won't cancel you if your handbrake's on. It's only if you're driving like this, 1 second like this, your score should be reset. But if you're drifting, handbraking, right? Because you can handbrake and drive straight. Not necessarily getting any points because you're not at angle. But for that, I would not cancel my drift. Like this right here, my points ain't going up when I'm going straight. I was definitely straight for at least 1 second throughout that little bit. But it should know. Handbrake on. You should get points for that. I would just call it if your handbrake's on. If you pull your handbrake, right? Pull your handbrake once. Like that. That should count. Handbrake entry. Handbrake entry. And then if you pull it and you hold it for a certain amount of seconds, like maybe 2 seconds, it would say handbrake extension. And you'd get paid a certain amount of points for that. And it wouldn't be like a whole bunch, right? It would just be bullcrap points. You know, sort of like getting a whatever, ultimate angle freaking score, you know? The kind of scoring awesome angle. The kind of scoring that doesn't really matter. And then if you hold your handbrake for like even longer, right? For like 3+ seconds, I would also have it score me for like a big entry, something like that. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm sure it's harder than it is to just talk about it, to create these kind of things. But whatever, you know? It is whatever. I'm really frickin' done at this point. Dude, look at that. I have never. Oh, man. And I'm freaking tired. This guy, I cannot drift him for the life of me, dude. Really freaking stupid. I'm done, dude. I'm freaking done. Okay? My head itches from wearing this freaking hat. Of course it does, right? It always does. You'd think it would have been better by now. Nope, I doubt the itch is ever going away. I've just learned to ignore it most of the time. But frick, it does not go away, dude. I don't get it. I don't get how some people can just wear hats all day. I could never, dude. This is awful. Okay, we got 3 more maps. 2, because I don't really count West Coast. Fricker, dude. I am so done, dude. I am literally so done. You cannot freaking change my mind to keep streaming after this. There's no way. Oh, whatever, dude. Don't care. Do not care. I'm just gonna shut up, right? After this level, because this one's already screwed up. So I'm just gonna shut up for the remainder and just see if I do any better, because this is bullcrap, dude. This is actually stupid. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm done, dude. I am freaking done. I just want to take a shower and prepare for bed. That's the only crap that I'm doing. Even though I don't even need to go to bed this early yet, right? But I probably will. Because I got nothing else good to do. Heck, dude, I'm so frustrated. I don't know why I suck so much with this thing, dude. Oh, nice, the restart button. That's exactly what I want to press at this hour. Well, I should have, because that was some bullcrap anyways. Let's do better. I'm better than that. I know that bullcrap. Get the frick out of here, dude. Nice, I did not tell you to transition just yet. Whatever. Boom. Nice, dude. Awesome. Kiss the wall. Great, dude. What an L stream. Can I be real for a moment? What an L stream. All these are gold, right? I didn't miss crap, and I am not messing this one up. Because you know me, I always... Oh, frick off, dude. Frick off. You know me, I always mess up frickin' LA. You can't make it up, dude. Or Pacific Hills, I mean, my bad. I always mess up Pacific Hills. I called this one LA earlier, too. I'm an idiot. Now I feel like such an idiot because I did that. I was like, oh yeah, LA. Now I'm already on LA. I remember that, dude. That was so long ago and I didn't even catch it. Man, what an idiot. Whatever, dude. Mega fail, dude. I'm so freaking done. You cannot make this bull crap up. I am not failing this crap, dude. I swear. I am not restarting this bullcrap again. This is the last lap. I will make it frickin' work. Don't you fail me. That's a mega backy. Thank you. Alright, let's go get another one. Because now I need to clutch up on the megas. So that... Oh my gosh, dude. Why are they failing that? Why are they failing such peak? You know what I mean? Like, oh gosh, man. What an L of a night. Oh my gosh, I'm literally gonna have to restart at this point, dude. I'm getting fricked. I've failed like 3 extra times since I said that bullcrap, dude. Unbelievable. I need 7K. Don't you fail me. Don't fail me. Oh my gosh, dude. I honestly thought that I could knock that over. I don't know why I thought that. Alright, let's waste all night on this bullcrap, I guess, dude. Literally the last freaking lap. I just want to leave. I don't care anymore. Boo-hoo, right? Mega backy. Oh, mega fail. My bad. Wow, he actually gave me it. Awesome. Thank you, game. Really appreciate that bullcrap. I am so freaking done, dude. There, look at that, already gold. Now I literally don't have to care. Now I'll hit every Mega Backy on point, watch, but nope, still not there. I don't know what happened to my skill. Okay, let's frickin' go, dude. I'm done. I am frickin' done. Okay, frickin'. Ah, dude. Move. Start flashing. Thank you. Bro's trying to get done. Yes, we're open. Get the frick out of here, son. Definite on purpose. Yay! Great, dude. Great. Alright, well that's freaking it for tonight. Sorry I suck so much. That's how it goes sometimes. You know, honestly, I'm still not in the mood that much to play more Car Wrecks. So we'll probably go back to a different game after this, but it was good to get one car done at least. You know, I just got this thing, so it'll be sick. It will be sick. I will eventually post pictures in the Discord of it. Especially once I make it look cool, because I am hoping to make it look sort of similar to this, especially rim-wise. I'll definitely get some 6 spokes of the such. Maybe not chrome. But, you know, I can always make changes in the game easier to what I end up with in real life. But, anyways, that's it for tonight. I freaking sucked. Boo-hoo. I don't know when I'll be back. Probably tomorrow, honestly. We'll probably be back on Beam, or I don't know if I want to play any more Seto, but it'll probably be Beam. Alright, peace. Have a great night. Thanks, new dudes, for chatting. Have a good one.